parked in the middle of my lane. Visiting hours. Oh, it's a guard. So we drove over here to the Sunspot
Visitor Center.
Sunspot Observatory. Unfortunately, the telescope is not functioning today. They're doing night work, is what she said. But we're going to go into the visitor center and check it out. Walk back because it's bigger than my screen. So we're looking at the Dunn Telescope that was built in 1969, 50 years ago. And according to the sign over there, what we're looking at here is actually just the top third of it, because 221 feet of the reflective near, well, I'm saying that wrong, 220 feet of it is actually underground, underneath that cone. Just crazy. Angela's leaving me. We're headed to the Scenic View. You know, we look around these grounds and you just can't say beautiful enough. But on the one hand, it seems kind of neglected in the way that some of these buildings are, which is sad. Obviously, funding. You know, Hilltop Dome. Look over there. You know, obviously it looks like it's in need of a good paint job. Let's head up to the Scenic View. Is it a scenic view?
Yeah.
The Sunspot Scenic Overlook. From this vantage point, Sunspot rests high above the birthplace of the United States space program. So shortly, you know, well, actually still during World War II, the German Operation Paperclip relocated to the White Sands Missile Range down below us, and that was really the birthplace of the space program. And according to the sign over there, when you look at that when we stand up here and look at that, we're looking at an area larger than the state of Connecticut.
35% larger than Connecticut.
So what do you think of that, Connecticut?
It's just huge.
So when we first got here, we were notified that the towers are closed. They're currently working on taking pictures at night of Jupiter, so it wasn't open to the public. There's a nice little museum in there that talks about the sun. We watched a 25-minute movie about the sun, about the universe, the solar system. Pretty interesting.
It was.
Man,
Lots of hands-on little things for if you have kids.
One of the telescopes up here was built in 1969, so it's the 50th anniversary of it. You'd almost think that they'd have some kind of celebration to that, but there's no indication of that going on.
It looks kind of run down, like it's not.
Yeah, the buildings look like they really need a fresh coat of paint.
Yeah.
Not sure how many visitors they get up here. Not sure what the funding's like. Certainly, if you're into astronomy, it's pretty awesome. Of course,
Yeah.
the view is pretty awesome.
It is.
But well worth the trip up here.
Oh yeah, it was $5 a vehicle. Cheap.
Yeah. Only $5 to get in,
And we stopped and did a little walk earlier.
Wow. The Cathy Vista parking lot is just packed. Seems like we've got the Lincoln National Forest all to ourselves today. You know, if this video were a scratch and sniff video, the smell of those ponderosa pines is just awesome.
Several little hikes.
Oh, it just makes you feel so
Small.
Small.
Yep. You're just a speck.
Anyways, the Hilltop Dome. What does it say about the Hilltop Dome right there? Telescope, Hilltop Dome. At one time, Hilltop Dome housed several 10 by 20, 4 by 8 telescopes that were used to observe the solar surface and atmosphere.
4 to 8 inch telescope.
It was completed in 1963. It was closed in 2014, so I guess they just don't need it anymore. Maintenance costs and other new improved instruments caused the observatory to cease observing operations. For many years, the televised image was broadcast from Hilltop to the visitor center. Well, I guess that would show why they're just not maintaining it anymore. It's just going derelict. What's it saying?
The lab.
That's the lab? Is it closed?
No, it says that it's currently fabricating instrument pieces that will be used in the instrumentation for the new Daniel K. solar telescope in Maui.
So they're building parts here for
Telescope
a telescope in Maui. So this is the grain bin dome. Mounted in the dome was a new 4.5-inch coronagraph with a spectrograph mounted on an 8-foot equatorial spar with a camera. Following the construction of Big Dome, grain bin was utilized for coronal studies up until 1969. The National Solar Observatory advances knowledge of the Sun both as an astronomical object and as the dominant external influence on Earth by providing forefront observational opportunities to the research community. Research is conducted here at Sacramento Peak, New Mexico, Kitt Peak, Arizona, and stations around the world. With partners across the United States, they are designing the world's largest optical solar telescope, the 4-meter Advanced Technology Solar Telescope. The mission includes operating cutting-edge facilities, developing new and advanced instrumentation in-house through partnerships, conducting solar research, and providing educational and public outreach. The National Solar Observatory provides leadership for the development of new ground-based facilities, advanced solar instrumentation, providing synoptic long-term observations, providing research opportunities for undergraduate and graduate students, and for teachers, and conducts innovative staff research. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the road.